Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you about something that can help you in your financial management. That's right, it's Gamestop share price. I have been investing in Gamestop share price for years. It's helped me out so much. I was even able to get my wife's engagement ring paid for by investing in Gamestop share price. So if you want to learn how to get the most out of your investment dollars, then stay tuned. Will Gamestop's share price go up in the air? Gamestop share price skyrocketed on Wall Street last year. In January, stocks hovered between $20 and nearly $350, and the battle between hedge funds and retail was well documented on social media, and I also explained it below, leading to some of the best news in the stock market. The stock is currently trading at just under 200p and appears to have retained some appeal. But does Gamestop have the potential to grow in September? Let's take a closer look. History so far, Gamestop's share price fell significantly after the fall. This usually happens and a large hedge fund sharply cuts a stock to bet the price will fall. The retail investors then push the allocation and raise the price, in contrast to what hedge funds would expect. Hedge funds pay interest on their short shares, and when the stock price goes up, so does the interest rate. When it reaches a volatile level, because the stock price is rising rapidly, hedge funds buy back their shares and the stock continues to rise. Prior to Gamestop, the plan was rolled out to the electronic platform Reddit and helped push the share price above 1,800%. Since then, Gamestop's share price has been highly volatile and has often fluctuated within a double-digit percentage range per day. Gamestop share price, the next steps will be paid for 76 million Gamestop shares, of which 63 million are sold for sale to investors. About 12% of these sections, 7.5 M, are short. As a concept, Gamestop can be postponed. For me, this is the only way to save Gamestop for a short time later. If you look at the fundamentals of a business, you get a bleak picture of the business. More than 1,000 stores have closed since 2018 due to low margins. The income statement for the second quarter of 2021 showed a 25% increase in sales of $1.3 billion over the second quarter of 2020. This figure is a bit misleading, however, as most stores closed in the second quarter of 2020. Compared to Q1 2019, sales were just under 18%. I also believe that Gamestop shares are highly valued with a book value of nearly 16 times. Since the company is still at a loss, the current conditional price seems unusual to me. On a positive note, Gamestop has the $2 billion in capital it can raise by issuing new shares. This capital will be used to develop the company's e-commerce business. Gamestop previously announced leases for warehouses in Pennsylvania and Nevada, which will help spur online traffic. In the growing online world, it is important for Gamestop to go beyond the traditional business plan. While the company may never be able to keep up with the e-commerce giants, I think this transition could help keep Gamestop right. Gamestop's share price has been heavily corrected downward after a short chance. This usually happens and a large hedge fund sharply cuts a stock to bet the price will fall. The retail investors then push the allocation and raise the price, in contrast to what hedge funds would expect. Hedge funds pay interest on their short shares, and when the stock price goes up, so does the interest rate. When it reaches a volatile level, because the stock price is rising rapidly, hedge funds buy back their shares and the stock continues to rise. Prior to Gamestop, the plan was rolled out to the electronic platform Reddit and helped drive the stock up over 1,800%. Since then, Gamestop's share price has been highly volatile and has often fluctuated within a double-digit percentage range per day. Gamestop share price, the next steps will be paid for 76 million Gamestop shares, of which 63 million. And 8 months after trading above $500 a share, GME shares remain among the most exciting. In September, pressure from sellers of Gamestop's most popular memes continued to intensify. After trading high yesterday and last week, will GME now seek liquidity to sell and fill the weekly gap? MarketBeat does not provide personal financial advice and does not make any offers to buy or sell shares. We expect these measures to provide new opportunities to strengthen their business transformation efforts, increase liquidity, and improve GameStop's financial risk profile, S&P analysts wrote. CNBC decided to report that the $GME was not as high as the January price, rather than reporting that it had already exceeded 1,100% by removing it from the retail winners list, even though the $GME was more than the previous price. The day increased by 15%. The Scandinavian brokerage will announce to its clients approximately 330,000 shares of stock at its AGM. The jump came the day after GameStop announced the resignation of CFO Jim Bell to accelerate GameStop's transformation. The price is exceptionally high and the movement continued until the end of January. On February 24, GameStop's share price doubled in 90 minutes and then averaged $200 per share for another month. On March 24, GameStop's shares fell 34% to $120.34 a share following the announcement of earnings, and the company announced plans to launch a new stock offering. On March 25, the stock rose significantly by 53%. View in-house purchases and sales for GameStop or meet the best in-house sellers. Drive Wealth offers brokerage services in the United States to other brokers. Drive Wealth said it was unable to offer purchase orders due to the higher capital requirements imposed by the DTC. The article highlights the drop in sales and points out that most stores have been hit hard by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Fedwire's National Settlement Service and Security Service, which provide outsourcing, settlement and transfer services for financial and other government assets, have also been enhanced, the Fed said. Well-known DD author and GMED.com employee Rod Alsman has been the victim of a Twitter hack. Sections were initially disappointed with the decision to keep things private as they provided very few updates about the e-commerce hub and refused to host a Q&A session. The potential increase in the base value of a video game company as a result of the planned e-commerce transformation has already been taken into account. Anyone stopped by the Diamond Hands in January can still refuse to sell. But it is still not possible to bring together willing investors without paying close attention to their foundations. For example, if you took 10 shares from your broker at $100 a share and sold them for $1,000 and the share price dropped to $60, you can buy them back for $600, return them to your broker and earn $400 a share. Profit. Credit Suisse analyst Seth Sigman released GameStop sales report today, setting a new target price of $5 to $6. The word appears frequently on the street and suggests a consensus analyst rating for GameStop with an average price target of $5.38. Trading in futures, forex and options involves high risk and is not suitable for all investors. An investor can lose all or part of their investment. Venture capital is money that can be lost without compromising financial security or a person's lifestyle. Some of TradeBeat's previous ideas have resulted in weekly gains of 5 to 15%. MarketBeat just posted 5 new stock ideas, but GME Resources was not one of them. After the intruder stopped buying GameStop and other games, the price of several cryptocurrencies began to skyrocket, with Dogecoin worth over 800%. This change allows the NSCC to request further adjustments from the risk partner, with the risk being quantified at any time and further adjustments must be made within an hour. Time hour. The technical updates will introduce the mechanics of the ledger system to note that more votes are promised when titles are guaranteed when polling stations are liquidated. Roommate. Robinhood, announced in its latest SEC S1 supplement, indicates that the role in GameStop's mana will be completely redefined in January, subject at least 49 class actions. Yahoo Finance points out that the $GME Park has tripled its 76.49 million shares. In addition to predicting GameStop Corp's price based on your current risk assessment, this odd cycle chart shows the likelihood that a forecast is within a specific range. We use this chart to confirm that if you invest in GameStop Corp. Or for this reason, your positive opinion on future prices may not be repeated on a regular basis. Remember, a lot of money has been lost over the years by many people in the know, who have confused symmetrical distributions of stock prices, such as GameStop Corp's prices, with the unreliable taxes that the company is trying to calculate. Bottom line. GameStop Corp stock price forecast is a feature for determining the future value of GameStop Corp stock using very few standard methods such as EPS valuation, analyst consensus, or underlying asset valuation. Successful forecast of the future price of GameStop Corporation can be hugely profitable. Please note that this model is not only intended to increase the intrinsic value of GameStop Corporation to measure and does not take into account intangible or intangible factors derived from the basic data of GameStop Corp. The short-term situation that contributed to the January outbreak was absent in February. Call options trading increased in January. This is the signature, gamma. The gamma clamping mechanisms are complex and I doubt they are fully understood yet. Some of those who invested in stocks were teenagers. When it comes to GME retail buyers, many have sold their shares for a good price. However, some investors lost large losses later in the cycle, as the share price fell almost as quickly as it rose. While some institutional investors take huge losses, research shows that several other hedge funds are investing in short-term austerity measures, causing millions of people to sell their positions. Several other investors have started using the Do Not Pay app to automatically sue. On January 1, 2021, White House spokeswoman Jen Psaki announced that Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and other members of the Biden administration were monitoring the situation. Since Yellen received a speaking fee from the Citadel before becoming Secretary of State, she requested and received approval from the Treasury ethics lawyers before attending the meeting. You can study the relationship between the various calculations of the competitive base from GameStop Corporation to find the relationship between the metrics showing the intrinsic value of GameStop Corporation reflect. Last year, 6 Wall Street analysts set 12-month price targets for GameStop. The 12-month average target price is $22, indicating a possible 88.4 climb. Wedbush has the highest price target and expects GME to rise to $50 over the next 12 months. Benchmark Company has the lowest price target and estimates GameStop's price at $5 next year. This promise to provide business value to investors led to the development of our Zacks rating system. Since 1988, it has more than doubled the S&P 500 with an average return of plus 25.60% per year. These results cover the period from January 1, 1988 to June 28, 2021. Zacks Rank results are measured monthly based on the Zacks Rank stock prices at the beginning and end of the month plus any stock received during that month. The Zacks Rank Simple Equilibrium Average Stock Return is measured to determine monthly returns. GameStop is bringing players back their power for a short time today. Cryptopedia does not guarantee the reliability of the site's content and is not responsible for any errors, omissions, or errors. The views and opinions expressed in any Cryptopedia article are those of the author alone and do not represent Gemini or leadership. But the video game seller was stranded long before COVID-19 took the picture. As most gamers buy and download their games digitally, the need for physical GameStop stores has diminished. So if you're looking for more stock ideas to build your portfolio today, now might be a good day for you. Because we offer a total of 33% off your first year of membership in our core waste management service backed by our 30-day tax-back guarantee like crazy. Popular one-way instant reports are generated for nearly all Zacks leaderboards.